Hi guys, Tracy Ann Doss. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be recapping my favorite show, Married at First Sight Australia. This is season 13 and this is episode 24. So let's get started. The day after the couples retreat, we have the 5th dinner party, and this should be fire, you guys. Lots to talk about and I can't wait for it. Chris notices the hickey on Sam's neck, and I'm pretty sure the group's going to notice it very quickly too. This is really exciting because this means they've had a little progression in their intimacy, and we've been waiting for that. Chris is so excited. Sam's finally got to the feelings part in their relationship, and he's been patient, but Sam's there, and now they are really a romantic couple. They've taken their relationship to the next level, and you could see it all over their face. They're so happy. Juliet is dressed in a red, and she looks wonderful, and I think it's a little appropriate after how nasty she was the night before. She's got a little devil in her. I just can't hide that side of her for very long. She is not the nicest person in the world, and her nasty side is always right there, ready to explode, and it did. Joel likes to keep things respectful, and Juliet does not care. We all know Juliet doesn't roll that way, and Rachel isn't very happy about the way things went down. She doesn't like the way Beck was treated by Juliet. I mean, Beck and Rachel might be in a fight, but they were still friends. And she doesn't believe anybody should be treated like that. And they shouldn't. Steven seems a bit exhausted from it all. He just has no fight in him right now. I mean, he's just really quiet at the dinner party, but he's still supportive of Rachel. He just doesn't have any fight in him left. Scott and Gia arrive happy and relaxed, per usual. Gia seems to be getting along better with the group, which is really nice, and Scott's very happy about that. Stella and Philippe arrive, and the experts are interested to see what these two couples are talking about. When they say war zone, they are not in the loop yet. I guess that's what the dinner party is all about, catching the experts up on what happened before. Sam and Chris arrive, and they can't wait to tell everybody about their progression and the relationship. And of course, this group notices the hickey right away. I mean, of course they do. And they did not waste any time but to point it out to the boys that they were on to them. And they were on to the progression of the relationship, and they're super happy for them. I'm happy for them too. David arrives with a new look. He is not wearing a shirt under his blazer. His pecs are out, his tattoos are out, and he looks hot, hot, hot. And everybody lets him know, which I'm sure is why he did it. And maybe because his girl decided to say she wasn't very, I don't know the word, did she use satisfied or what it was, but he's stepping up his game. The experts are surprised that Steven and Rachel are in the middle of any drama, but it wasn't their fault. They didn't do anything to put themselves in the middle of the drama. Beck did, and I'm sure that wouldn't surprise them. Beck is always at the core of every bit of drama that ever comes to this group. It's really so not like Rachel or Steven, so wait till they learn what happened. Sam is hoping Juliet will apologize to Beck. Fat chance. It's not going to happen. I mean, Sam doesn't know Beck like everybody else does, so he needs to just pump the brakes a little bit and get to know why everybody's so upset with her. All he sees is them bullying Beck, when Beck is really the bully and has been so far. Even though Juliet seems to be treating Joel with kindness, she sure didn't treat Beck that way. Juliet always knows how to justify her bad behavior, and so does Beck. They're actually kind of like twins. Beck and Danny walk in, not the warmest greeting from the group, and so deserved. I was surprised to realize the experts don't always know what happened the night before. I always figured they had watched the footage, but clearly they haven't yet. Gia's advice for Juliet was bad advice. Don't take advice from Gia. It's always good to apologize. It really is, if you mean it. Beck doesn't accept her apology, and I find that interesting because she wouldn't have any part of it when Rachel wouldn't accept hers, and Rachel's her friend. She's just a hypocrite, really, truly. This was an opportunity to move past everything. But she loves playing the victim, so she's just gonna take this opportunity to get everybody to feel sorry for her. I'm not sure if anybody really does, maybe just Sam. Sam takes the moment to announce the progression of intimacy that he and Chris have had to lighten the mood, take the focus off this stupid fight that should have been over 2 days ago. And everybody loves hearing it. They're super excited for the couple. And he told Chris he was going to use this moment to divert the energy to them if they needed to, and they needed to. I mean, that was most definitely an awesome icebreaker, and I'm glad he put it in his back pocket. But he needed it pretty quickly, didn't he? He didn't waste much time using it. Scott and Gia were strong from the start, and Scott's been very vulnerable with Gia. Of course, Beck is so jealous of them talking about their love and their relationship. You can just see it in her. She hates it so much. Beck is so jealous of their happiness. She's jealous of anybody's happiness. And she's going to go off. I can just feel it brewing in her, it bubbling up. She's going to explode. Danny tells the group how much he cares about her and how he wants to protect her. She's trying to one-up Gia, and so is Danny. It's so obvious. This relationship will never last. Gia can see right through Beck and Danny's portrayal of their relationship. It's just so fake. And she's watching. Stephen and Rachel are in a very good place. They're solid and lots of kisses, and they've been able to move forward with their argument pretty easily, actually. Whenever they have a low point, they get through it. They communicate and they hear each other out, and it brings them closer. And that's what you should do in any relationship if you want to have a strong, committed one. He really is so sweet. You can just feel it and see it in him, and he's just has an amazing soul. I love him so much. And I love he and Rachel together. It makes me happy. Joel has seen a much more affectionate side of Juliet, and we've all seen it too. Right in the middle of Joel's and Juliet's praises, Beck interrupts. I mean, that's so rude. She calls out Juliet for her name calling, which is fine, but not in the middle of them talking about their relationship. And Juliet responds quite confidently. I mean, she would have rather been backed up by Gia or anybody, really. But she can handle it by herself, and she did. Juliet's not making this up. And Rachel's not enjoying reliving this at all. They were really hoping, she and Stephen, that we could move on from all of this disgustingness. Rachel lets everyone know she wants this divide to end. It's enough. And she just wants everybody to stop being unkind to each other. Rachel interjecting just gave Beck the confidence to go after Juliet. And she always has a way of putting everything on everyone else. But Juliet was immature, and now Beck has a reason to be considered a victim in her own eyes once again. Gia pumps up Juliet to speak her mind and say her piece, and she doesn't back her, but it can't always come from Gia. It has to come from the others too. They have to call Beck out, otherwise Beck's never going to change. Nobody should pressure anyone into an apology. It's not sincere, so why ask for it? Why not just wait for it? Danny asked for an apology from Juliet. Gia asked Danny where's her apology, which is pretty funny. It's always the same people stirring things up. You notice that? It's always Gia and Beck and Danny, Scott, and it's never any of the others. Scott is going to stand up for his girl. He's tired of all this, and he's not going to be friends with Beck. Even though he and Danny were friends, he just like, I don't know, Danny, I don't think we can be friends. I got to support my girl, and clearly you want to support yours. It's just not going to work. When he's done, he's done. I'm the same way. If you've wronged me and I didn't deserve it, I'm kind of over it. I don't need friends like that. I mean, the women's behavior cost Danny and Scott their relationship. They were buds. But the girls' drama ruined it for them. I get it. You want to be a united front as a couple. But none of this was necessary. It's just jealousy. And these girls are too old for that. Rachel and Beck make up. And Gia always needs a backup. And she's going to use her hidden ammo against Beck. She thinks she's a calculated evil person. And I kind of do too. But Rachel is a really nice person. So she's going to forgive Beck just because she's forgiving. But Beck doesn't deserve the forgiveness. I mean, she was pretty horrible to Rachel. I wouldn't want a friend like that, not even for a minute. Beck goes around and talks shit about everyone in the experiment. Gia has texts from Beck saying the most awful things about everybody in the experiment. And if she shows everybody, Beck's not going to have one person on her side. Not one. I think Gia should just show everybody. She tells Chris and Juliet all the things she has said about everybody, and they are gobsmacked. They cannot believe it. Especially Chris, because he hasn't been around. Well, neither has Juliet. Neither of these two really have seen the true Beck yet. They don't know everything that everyone else knows. Gia's ready to let it all out, and how is Beck going to explain her way out of this one? I mean, she usually has a way to explain things away, but when you have text and you put it out there, they're out there for perpetuity, and I can't wait for it. I want to see the real Beck. I believe she's even worse than we could ever imagine, and I don't know why she would tell her nemesis all these things and fight with her. I mean, she had to have known she was going to use it against her eventually. All right, you guys, great episode. Again, the show is so great. And we're only just a little bit halfway through the series. So there's so much more to enjoy. I can't believe it. I'm so happy about it. So I guess Sunday will be the next one. So I hope you tune in and take care of yourselves. Bye.